Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. My name is Edgar Mendez. I want to thank you for being here. No, I love you. No, I care. No, you mean the world to me. One second, Scorpio. I actually want to place this necklace on. I got this necklace from a woman named Johanna. I actually love it, and it's really helped me and protected me during this time period I'm in. So, anyway, I want to make sure I have it on for your reading. You mean the world to me. I do want to let you all know there is an extended to this reading. If you are interested in the extended, you can check it out in the comment or description section. I also want to let you know, Scorpio, I do have a new moon in Aries candle for April 8th. If you are interested in that, do check it out. That's all about like a fresh start. It's actually being really beautiful. I've already been charging it. All right. So let's look at the overall energy surrounding your connection with this person, and then we'll take it from there. What is the overall energy surrounding the connection with Scorpio and their person? I almost said Aries. I keep doing that. Aries energy is really, really strong already without even being new moon in Aries. Anyway, what is the overall energy surrounding Scorpio's connection with their person? I do feel like November is actually a very important time for you, Scorpio, with you and this person. One thing I can see is in life, especially with connections, we tend to not really mesh well, or we're getting used to each other, right? Or we're getting used to being around each other, or even getting used to getting closer to one another. I feel like November is going to be key. Do you know when you hit those moments and you're like, okay, finally the worst is over. Finally that bad period's over. Finally, for the foreseeable future, it's gonna get better, and it's gonna keep getting better. I feel like in November you're gonna have a moment like this where you understand that this connection has roots, right? Has longevity in it, but you're also going to understand that it's going to get better, and it's going to feel better, and it's just going to keep getting better as well in November. It's actually a real beautiful moment to have. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just that moment that you just know the worst is over, right? We do have it overall the Nine of Wands, right? It's just one more wand to go, and it's you put that burden down, right? For your energy, we have the Star in its reverse. You may feel like this is actually maybe a hopeless connection. Maybe not going to be any success here. You both can't seem to get along, or you can't seem to balance out. I feel November really being key. It could be the moon. Actually, I did bring up the moon. By the way, that was really guided for you, by the way. But there's a 10. There's a 10 of wands here. You're going to put down that burden, and something new is going to grow here. Something more balanced, something more harmonious, and something a lot more, I want to say conducive to a harmonious, balanced connection, right? As well. I don't know if you know anything about peace lilies. I don't need either, but I used to have them. They bloom all year. I feel like that's a message for someone. Peace lilies are really good filtering. They really got filtering the air, right? That's actually what I read. But I feel here, Scorpio, that in November, you're going to have that moment and just know, like, this is over, or that dynamic is over, that pattern is over, that way of being or way of talking to each other is over. And it's finally, it's finally going to get better. All right. We have the Queen of Swords. I feel like the way that you speak to each other will change. The way that you vocalize your feelings will change. And the Queen of Swords in reverse is someone who doesn't vocalize their emotions, their thoughts, right? How they feel, how they see things properly, right? This is a distorted energy. This is someone who's likely cutting your head off, or cutting you out right away, or even being mean. I feel like these energies, or these patterns, are this dynamic is going to shift, and you have November's key, just in time for the holidays. Anyway, we also have the Knight of Coins in its reverse here, and the overall is going to be the World in its reverse. There is an old cycle, I want to say an old karmic cycle, that is going to be ending between you and this person, and it allows you and them, both of you, to finish that off and start something new. With the Knight of Coins in its reverse here, as well as the Star in its reverse, neither one of you is seeing that coming, right? It's going to be a big surprise, but one that is worth it. I do feel like, I remember I got a reading from someone, and they told me even the most challenging connections, right, are worth moving through, right? They're worth working at, right? They're worth pushing through, and they're worth getting to that harmony and that balance, even the most challenging ones. I feel like this connection is one of those for you, Scorpio, right? And for this person as well, it's worth it, right? It's worth to move through these things. It's worth it to get past this period. And sorry, it's worth getting past this period and moving towards something more harmonious. This connection is worth it. You're worth it. They're worth it. And I feel like you coming together is worth it. All right. With the world in its reverse, you have two people here dancing, right? It's beautiful. This is going to be you, right? But not yet, right? Not yet, but it's going to be you. See the flowers are here as well. They don't look like peace lilies, but flowers nonetheless. It's blooming. The bloom is happening. All right. But it all depends on how much you foster the connection and how much you give to it. And that includes how much you give to yourself and how much healing. Right. But with the Queen of Swords here, the way you communicate, that needs work, right? The way you're speaking to each other, that needs work. And that's what I feel. Is going to allow this new cycle, this new way of being to come through. All right, when you work at communicating better. I'll leave it like that. Sorry, it's beautiful energy. Nonetheless, so let's see. Today's reading is going to be focused on how does this person see you. So how does Scorpio's person see Scorpio? I do have an all signs reading. If you are interested in watching that, you can check it out. But this is going to be your exclusive reading as well. So it's like a continuation, I guess, of that. So let's see. How does Scorpio's person see Scorpio right now? Kind of like, not like, I don't mean like being to be that person, but a little bit of like a thorn in their side a little bit, right? I feel like the way that you speak to them, or this person's really sensitive, any little thing, not any little thing, but things hurt, right? I feel like your words hurt. That Queen of Swords knows exactly how to put things, exactly how to say it, and exactly how to deliver it, right? To get the best effect, right? I feel here, this person, feelings for you are wrapped up in that, right? We have the High Priestess in its reverse. Interesting. The High Priestess reverse, I feel like this person feels like you're still finding yourself, Scorpio, or vice versa. But with the Eight of Coins in its reverse, they feel like you are either you're in need of, or you will be healing things behind, like things in the background, right? Things behind that veil. We also have the Nine of Wands. Interesting. All about surrender. You don't give up easy, Scorpio. You don't. I mean, as annoying as that is, I don't know. It comes across like a little bit pestered or annoyed, or when you're just like, ugh. You just know it. You know what I'm talking about, right? Maybe you'll give up for a day, maybe an hour, maybe a minute, but you come right back, and it feels like you have this fight in you. That's how they see you, for better or for worse. I feel like this person, there is a part of them that I feel may adore that, or may cherish that, but when you're butting heads, not great, right? I feel here, Scorpio, you're very headstrong. You're not likely to give up. I feel like there's something about maybe boundaries or standards, or things that you want this person to adhere to that you're not giving up, or budging on. And this person is, I don't know how to phrase that for you, Scorpio. It's just like like that. All right. We have the Two of Coins reversed. Interesting. Two of Coins is change, right? And it's upright, but it's reversed. Things aren't changing. You don't change. You don't change your mind often either, right? I feel like you don't change your opinion often. You don't change how you see things often as well. We have the King of Cups for how they see you. And then it came out with two more. We have the Six of Swords, and it came out with the Hanged Man, and it's upright, with the overall being Temperance. I feel like when you are in alignment or balance, this person sees you as very beautiful, lovely. This person adores you. But when you're out of alignment here, Scorpio, at times I feel like you may come across a little harsh or abrasive. But I don't know if I'm getting that one. I feel what I'm getting here. If I were to give you like what I feel like the cliff notes is, I feel like when you are around each other, you have a tendency to imbalance each other right now, right? Like that push and that pull, that yin and that yang. I feel there's more here in this connection that meets the eye, right? And sure, this person may be internalizing or applying, logic and thinking that when you're imbalanced, that's how you act. But I feel like it goes both ways. And I feel like this is something that is playing out in your connection. And I feel like it's rippling. It has a ripple effect as well to people around you. With the Six of Swords being here, as well as the High Priestess, this person sees you moving from really, 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 I want to say like moving from disharmony to harmony. All right, with that hangman here, whatever cycle you're currently in, Scorpio, you're going to gain a lot from this. A lot of wisdom, a lot of enlightenment, a lot of epiphanies. And this person is kind of waiting for that. But I feel, in my experience, and I swear, this could be reversed for a lot of you, but you do you. In my experience, I did the same thing where I was like, it's their fault. It's all them, right? Blah, blah, blah. We've all been there. We all go down that cycle, don't we? Like, it's just the blame game. In reality, we need to hold up a mirror and look at ourselves. And I feel like this person will benefit from that, Scorpio. Sure, they may be telling you that you're imbalanced, and I'm sure that's true, right? But they're no angel, right? And I feel like this person is going to get there eventually. The high priestess, I feel, is someone who can mirror it, right? Maybe right now you're not able to mirror that, or maybe able to show them where they're dropping the ball or where they're in balance. But when you get your bearings, you're going to be able to mirror that very easily for this person. But again, they say you are the one in balance. You are the one who needs work, and you're the one that that's like a little crazy. I feel like they like a little crazy, but I don't know. It just feels though like it's a lot of projection, right? And in my experience, I've done it before as well. I mean, you go down that list, do you not, right? To blame them for every single thing. Why? Because you're triggered, right? You're in pain. And it's easier to internalize it that way rather than, I want to say, the enlightened way, right? Rather than the highest perspective. I do feel the King of Cups here. It's not, I'm going to just leave this like this, and it's just a message. It's just like, I feel like, again, I feel like this is probably coming from their shadow or their own distortion, but maybe their logical mind. But they tell themselves, why do I have to love someone so crazy? But it is what it is, all right? It's that King of Cups here. They do want to offer you that cup if you see it, right? They do. It's interesting. It kind of reminds you of a microphone. I'm gonna leave it like that. I get the feeling here this person vents to people right now. I feel like that's just their thing. And it all the power to them, I guess. I don't know. Let's look at some more. I want to look at some oracle cards. I want to grab this one. Sorry, I looked at this earlier and I was receiving from it. Anyway, can I get not channel messages? Can I get a message about how does Scorpio's person see Scorpio? How does Scorpio's person see Scorpio this day? I do feel like you at times give this person a headache, but again, I swear, it feels like it's just that. Like, I remember being in that. Anyone who's made it through these things knows the rhythm of it, right? Knows the cycle of it, knows the way it goes, right? It's the blame game at first, and then eventually when there's no one else to blame, or they've pushed you far enough away, they start to look at themselves. And that's where they're at right now. And that's a good thing, right? Or they're moving there. And again, I feel November really being, there's going to be a big shift for your connection with this person. We have awareness being here as well. All right, awareness is your first card. This person's very aware of you. I feel like they're very good at picking you apart. I feel like they're not the best at understanding where they're dropping the ball right now, right? We have be spontaneous as well. There's I don't know, maybe you have mood swings right now, but whatever. It feels like there's a little bit of moodiness coming with that. Be spontaneous. They never know what they're going to get when it comes to you. You're dynamic. I feel like you're dynamite as well. But that also comes with a little bit of a drawback, especially if there's times when you're imbalanced. When we meet a really intense connection or with that person, we get thrown out of alignment all the time, right? Because we have to learn to stand on our own 2 feet. You have to learn to get grounded again. You will, I feel, but that takes time. And I feel like this, I feel like both of you are growing from this experience, whether you see it that way or not. All right. We have support. Sorry. We have support coming through. Can I get one last one for how this person sees Scorpio? We have 2 cards. We have mystery. Yeah, I mean, it really is that. Again, I feel like this person, they're not looking deep enough when they see you. They're looking at what's at the surface, right? Rather than looking at what's going on deep down. With that mystery here and that awareness, what they are aware of, right? I feel like they're just like projecting on you, and what they're not, they're leaving a mystery right now. They will go deep. They always do. I mean, I know I did, but I feel like right now this person just needs a reason to push you away right now, and I feel like that's kind of where it's at. There's a true need for that. We have abundance. They do see you as abundant, abundant in many ways, and again, with that statement, you understand what I mean in its complexity, right? You are abundant, Scorpio, in every way possible at this point, right? That there is love here, right? There is, right? But this person knows that maybe it's not the right time. this is not for everyone, but I have to say it. Some of you are waiting for this person to be the person that you want rather than the person that they're coming to you as. I know it's crazy to say, but I'm going to leave it like that. I feel like both of you are moving in that direction one way or the other. And I swear this comes from divine, right? With that free spirit here, yeah, there's no taming you. It's like I swear it's love. They love it, right? But there's also a different part of them that's just like a little frustrated, or a little angry at that one. Anyway, let's grab your guidance really quickly. Sorry, I guess I'll grab this one. Can I have the guidance for Scorpio? By the way, Scorpio. Oh wait, I want channel messages. What? By the way, Scorpio, I want you to know I love you. I care about you. I'll be real honest with you. We all go through these things, real. I promise you. When I tell you, I was blaming my person for everything. I mean, there was nothing I wouldn't do. There was nothing I wouldn't find to blame, right? So I know that this message may this may not make you feel great, right? But understand that we all do it, right? I did it. I'm where I'm at now, right? It got me through it. I feel like that's exactly what's happening with this person. They need to get them through with this very tough cycle that they're in. And I'm gonna leave it like that. It's a true need here, and I feel like you may be doing the same. All right, you could be mirroring it. You can flip the reading if you want. Sometimes that happens. All right, so we have the first one's going to be I heart you. The love is there, very strong emotions that they have for you. But with those intense emotions, what happens with those intense emotions? We know what happens, right? Things can get real heated real fast. I feel that this person has deep regard for you, has deep love for you. It's not always at the surface. You could be waiting for that, by the way, as well. You could be waiting for them to offer that cup. King cups, you normally would think that cup should be real big, but here it is. Anyway, it's all right. We have, you're the one who cut me out. There's that Queen of Swords again. That was the very focal point of your reading. I feel you have a tendency to do this. Sorry. I almost, I just walked my dog and it's raining. Anyway, with the Queen of Swords being here, look at why you cut them out a little bit more. I feel like it probably lurks in your shadow. I feel like it's some unhealed part of you. Look at why you cut them out. I'll give you like some reasons that why I was doing those things, and it was because I didn't. It was actually I know the craziest reason because it's here. I think I love my person too much, and it made me really, really push them away. I don't know what your reason is exactly, Scorpio, as to why you're cutting them out or why you may be mean to them or harsh at times, or not as nice, right, or not as giving. But this reason has to be identified. It has to be healed. It has to be brought into the light, right? Brought into harmony, all right? I'm sitting here at the the King of Wands. They do feel a little bit disempowered for your connection right now. I feel like this person, is growing just as much as you are. But that King of Wands here, they are. If you cut them out, they could be waiting for you to allow them back in. I feel, if I'm being honest with you, that wait, and it comes from divine, waiting is probably the best right now, right? And what that means is give yourself time, heal, grow, evolve, and understand your motives and your actions as well as theirs. And that's what's going to really help both of you. Is when you truly understand where someone's coming from, Scorpio, you don't get angry at their actions. You just don't. You just get it, right? I feel that's part of it, right? But also understanding where you're coming from is the other one, all right? I should have ran after you, the Five of Swords. I feel like fighting is a thing, or arguments, or is a thing between you and them. This doesn't have to stay a thing. And that's why separation, healing, and working at oneself is key. I do have a very special message. This is someone who won't allow your connections to languish, right? When it's the right time, they'll move, all right? I'm working hard on myself. This is what's all about both of you, right? These energies are not opposite. This is actually conjunction, right? Water with air. I feel like you have a very intense connection with this person. But it requires you to work hard on yourselves, both of you. And it's neither one person's fault, right? But not working hard on yourself won't allow either of you to access everything this connection has to offer. All right, we have I didn't see was right in front of me, the Four of Cups. I feel like there was missteps with you, Scorpio. One thing that I feel like they didn't see, or maybe didn't want to see, was that you were just gonna cut them out if they did the wrong thing. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. All right, we have been getting back on my feet, the Hangman, and then the last card we're gonna have is is this one. They are getting back on their feet. I do feel you've disempowered them. You may have cut them down to size, and they're getting back on their feet right now. It takes time, right? They're growing, they're evolving. I feel like this person is, they are determined, right? I want to say, let me see. To fix things, we'll see. Or I have blinders on. Yeah, maybe. It depends. I feel like it's after they let go, after they start to reflect and see. That's when we get all the hindsight that we need to understand what we were missing the first time. I know we love to be the people that see things right away, but in my experience, you just can't. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get one guidance card for you, and then take this over to the extended. I want to thank you, Scorpio, for being here. Don't forget to like and comment. So one guidance card for Scorpio, we have expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. I feel come November, maybe even the holidays, right? You're going to be expecting miracles, or you should be expecting miracles. I feel like things are going to change overnight. As crazy as that sounds, I feel like the moon is a key here as well. I feel like you're dynamic. The energies that you feel towards this person and vice versa will change overnight. This is where it's at here as well. Cultivating prosperity. You don't just reap the benefits of a connection. You have to work at it, right? And that includes not just the self, but the outside, right? And each other. It requires that work. Even the most spiritual connections, right? Even the soulmate connections require effort. Be willing to put in that work, all right? And it first starts with putting in work with self, okay? And leave it like that, Scorpio. Don't forget to like and comment. Take care. Bye.